I was writing my whole life about dreams. I saw in dreams light appearing, and I was flying into the sun. And once I had a dream, I feel it's this inner wisdom explaining about the moon and the earth and all the physical things. And 4 years ago, I prayed for healing work, and it came into my life. And when you now appeared in my life, I was falling in a deep struggle because I was reading your books. We should not do this healing work. And I know that this kind of hands-on healing, I stopped this, but I was going into a deep struggle with this new work, because for me it's a new work on the planet. It's called the Reconnection. And I was connecting people with new alignments. They are called axial-tonal alignment. And it's bringing the universal grid together with the personal grid again, with the Christ consciousness. And when I stopped this work, because I read your books, people call me to do and to go on with this work. And I feel it from my inner wisdom, from my inner heart, that it's okay to go on with this work. And because I feel that people who get this reconnective healing and this reconnection, they are changing. They don't smoke and they don't take drugs. So I think the time is so difficult now on earth. So maybe that many things are coming together from the old wisdom and maybe from the planets. So I decided to go on with this work.
What kind of work are you doing? I mean, what kind of people you're connecting, and how do you do that?
I'm standing in a position from 30 centimeters, and I'm signing lines about on the body.
What you're doing is just standing and thinking positive and project it to people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This is a wishful imagination. It is good to think positive and to wish that it happened. But it's one more thing to make it really happen. You see, when I connect you with the light, you see the light. When I connected you with the sound, you hear the sound. I'm not imagining sending you anything. I just awaken your own nature inside, and it's proven immediately. And that is a true connection. Anything else is just wishful thinking. It might be good to think positive, why not? But it's not necessarily always helping that person that you wish to help. You do whatever helps people. If it helps, it's fine.
Okay,
but not by imagining that people will be connected, then they'll be connected. The result speaks for itself. Normally it's like that. All right, love. So it's okay. You do what you do. All right? Yes. Pray to the God's grace so that you don't come down with them. Of course, it's difficult to distinguish between the true and the less true. Huh? And so, of course, you're trying to help the way you think is helping. But it's not truly helping. But nevertheless, it's doing no harm. It might be harmful to you because you believe that you have that capability and no, you don't. So it will be deducted from your spiritual merit. We have many different paths of practice. Yes, and the Kuan Yin method practitioners will heal himself or herself and heal other people anyway, automatically. Depends on how high level you practice, without even laying hand on anybody, without even looking at him, without even knowing that person. Sometimes you just pass by a person, you give him some healing power already. So this is the best healing, the way Jesus did. He healed and without knowing. He said, your faith had healed you. He never say that I rise the dead, I cure the blind. There are other people who said it because it was true. It happened by his spiritual power, but he never proclaimed it.
A friend of mine, she was at home and a patient was in the hospital, in the intensive hospital, and the daughter called that my friend should give her a distant healing. And she was sitting in her chair, and after 2 distant healings, the man said he can hear always the words in his head, stand up and go home, you're healed. Mm-hmm. And this man didn't have contact with spiritual things before. And the wire he had in his stomach after the operation, it was going out of his stomach. And the medical doctor can't explain this.
I don't mean this. I don't mean they don't have power. Yes, but there are 2, 3 kinds of power. How long can you heal this person? For example, you heal him today, if he doesn't change his way of life, he gets sick again, and double, treble, because the interest rate. What you don't pay the bank today, you pay tomorrow. And the longer you prolong your payment, the more interest you will pay. The only healing power, lasting and real, is come from ourselves, by being compassionate and true and noble. That's the only lasting healing power, not the borrowed one. So, for example, one of you gets sick or something like that. She don't need to tell me nothing. I don't need to sit on the chair and do healing section or nothing. It's just automatic. Yes, okay? That's one thing. I don't even need to know about it.
From where does this healing energy come then? I want to understand this from the stories I told you.
They came from astral power.
Okay.
I have told you at the time of initiation, when you reach astral level, you have many magical power. You could even manifest things, give it to people. You could disappear, you could go through war and all that. If you're at it very intensively, you have all kind of magical power you can imagine. But this is not the goal of our practice. The goal is to reach ourselves again, to have a complete power that we have, not just astral power, not just second level power, but the complete power, that we are that. Healing power is just one aspect of our being. And if we concentrate on that alone, then we don't go a little further than that.
The last thing to understand it completely, when people come and wants to have this reconnection, and I know that it's not the I that it's giving, can this harm me or can this somehow hinder me to follow my path, to go on the next level?
It's very difficult to understand that it's not I, the one who do it. Since somebody will sit in a chair and then send some distant healing, it's difficult to deny the ego of the outcome of it. It's difficult to tell the mind that it's not I who sit in the chair, it's not I who send the power. You know, it's very difficult for the ego to accept that.